often get asked what are the most common marketing mistakes small and medium-sized businesses make. Now, there is a bucket load and we simply don't have time to cover all of them, but there are some fundamental marketing mistakes that businesses have always made and continue to make. And then there are the ones being made right now. And if you haven't been caught up in all the hype around the biggie today, you probably will. So pay special attention to marketing mistake number 2. So marketing mistake number 1 that businesses make is they get their message wrong. What you say and how you say it is almost always more important than where you say it. For example, you could spend $1 million on a TV campaign with the wrong message and generate no leads at all. Or you could spend no money attending networking functions with the right message and generate yourself 100 leads. Marketing is simply having a conversation with someone who has a problem they don't want or who wants something they don't have. So it's what you say during that conversation that's critical. Unfortunately, virtually every piece of marketing you will hear and see today will be hackneyed and trite with stuff like lowest prices, best quality, great service. What do these statements even mean? And do the marketing people who use them really expect consumers to respond to this kind of message? Now, mistake number 2, almost every business on the planet makes is they still believe that content is king. Now, don't get me wrong, content isn't just important, it's critical. That's a well-established fact. And the whole content is king thing made for a really good seminar presentation headliner a couple of years ago. So what's king today in marketing? Well, conversation is king in marketing today. In fact, conversation has always been king. If you look around the stats around the growth of the internet at the moment, you'll see that about 83% of that growth is being driven by video. And the reason for this, I think, is pretty simple to understand. Video is a more conversational style of media. We've been conditioned for years to accept TV into our homes as a way to connect with people and places we could only dream about. Now, YouTube is allowing us to replicate that conversational style of communication anytime we want. But a big word of warning here. There are very, very few marketers in the world right now who are actually getting the formula right. Like a good movie, a good book, a good speech, there's a successful formula you need to apply to ensure you maximize your return if you decide to invest in video. Now, I haven't got time today to tell you what that formula is, but in my next video, I'll tell you exactly what that formula needs to be. Now, the third mistake almost every business on the planet is making today is they try to market to everybody. First of all, not everybody is a prospect, so these businesses need to stop talking to everybody like they are. Secondly, trying to be all things to all people is a surefire recipe for failure. So let me give you an example of what I mean. In technology, there's a term for creating the one-stop shop approach. It's called convergence. And to help me explain what it is, picture the number of devices or tools you needed 10 years ago to replicate what's in your smartphone today. You've got your diary, your music, your photos, your videos, your games, your camera, your maps, your contacts, your calculator, your magnifying glass, spreadsheets, your compass, your notebook, the list goes on and on and on and on. These are all now contained in one device. This is convergence. Now, convergent works on your phone for 2 reasons. One, convenience. Now you don't have to carry all that stuff around because it's all packed into your phone. And 2, and more importantly, particularly from an example perspective, each of those applications, for want of a better term, is an expert at what it does. You don't have one application trying to be all things to all people. You have one device that's allowing you to access all those expert applications. Now, for businesses, the opposite is true. Most businesses, particularly for professional service businesses and consulting businesses, trying to market a one-stop shop usually ends in spectacular failure. And once again, I think the reason is pretty simple. In professional services, prospects want to deal with an expert. So instead of being attracted to businesses converging a number of services, prospects are repelled because these businesses can't present themselves as an expert in everything. So they're perceived as being generalists. Now, that's fine, except their marketing now has to be general in nature. So it says the exact same thing as everybody else. And herein lies part of the problem. So divergence, not convergence, is the key to success. Divest yourself of all your non-core products and services and focus on establishing your preeminence in your area or areas of expertise. We all want to deal with the best, not someone who's pretty good at something. People who are the best get paid more, they have more opportunities, they're more fulfilled in their work. People who are the best are specialists. They know their stuff, they know their market, and they don't try and sell to everybody. Their marketing is targeted and precise because they know who they're trying to have a conversation with. So, these are the 3 biggest marketing mistakes most businesses are making today. If you'd like to download my paper on how to avoid these mistakes, just click on the link and download it for free. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.